TAKful Creator here. Okay, let's get started. May God the Creator bless us. May God the Redeemer heal us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us. Give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hands to do the work of God. Feet to walk the path of justice, and mouths to preach the good news. May the angel of peace, prosperity, abundance, love, and guidance watch over us and lead us to the reign of God. Ashe. Okay, so, while I was pre-shuffling, a few cards fell out, and that kind of gave way to the energy that we're going to embark on today. So, just a bit of a prelude. The cards that fell has something to do with a pregnancy. Now, this pregnancy doesn't have to be physical. I didn't really get a physical pregnancy. It was more like a new opportunity, right? Something to be birthed, something to be created. And it said fake news. Fake news was attached to it. Okay, so softball, hardball, girl balls, bike ready. Good deeds, save your hero. Journey excursion. Habit created. Okay, so I believe that's in line with the energy. Diseased, ill, sick, sickly alert, sickness alert. So this tells me that the energy we're getting in to today is grave. Okay, let's see why. Let's see what this has to do with the chosen, or how does the chosen need to prepare for this time. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. Boy. So there's a boy, a male energy here. I'm getting youthful, young, could be teen age or around teen age, maybe early 20s. Ooh, personal accountability, spineless. So he's being spineless right now, not taking personal accountability in a family room. He needs coffee or caffeine. A holiday celebration. Ooh. Police, firefighter, FBI, private investigator, PMS. Selectively seductive. Could be overly sexual, but that tells me like a demonic energy attachment. Okay, demonic or ill-fitted energy attachment. So like an STD that doesn't manifest in the physical, but more so an energetic shadow that attaches to low vibrational people, and the way that they feast, the way that they energetically maintain source is by having people engage in sexual acts that are like promiscuity, in a sense. Maybe it could just be in the lowest form, like flirting when the other party is not engaging in the flirt. So just being off-putting sexually with someone that is not engaging in the same energy. So you're kind of like vamping energy from them because it's unequally yoked, right? Vamping, meal prep, right? We're back to this holiday celebration. Divine collaboration with the angelic realm. Pretty please. So someone has manners, but I think the pretty please comes from them being caught in the act. There's a space cleanse that needs to happen. Pedophile, molester. Okay, so before gaming, or a gamer. So before we read any more energy, let's just see if we're on our intended path. Okay, so show me yes, please. Thank you. Hi, Divine. Show me no. Thank you. Show me that we are on the right track. All right. Can you clear it, please? So in this moment, I'm getting, like, I would say a devilish energy, but not like in a religious sense, like in a colloquial sense. Like if it was Halloween night and someone is, you know, offering trickster energy, that's what I'm getting here. In a way that's kind of like wedging to open a door, right? That's the energy I'm pulling from this read. Am I on the right track, Divine? Yes, okay. Should I pull any more general read cards? No, let's get some descriptive cards. I appreciate the confirmation. Okay. Okay, so we have some descriptive cards here. Let's see. Someone who's overweight, borderline obese. I'm getting a shape up, so like baldy / shortcut. So like the top is, or the sides are faded, and the top is probably like curly, or the top is like straight, maybe a wave, like a swoop. I don't know. I don't know whether this person is male or female. I'm getting boy from this, but like, because the first card dropped that said boy, but this person could just look boyish. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be an actual male. So we have clear skin Muslim. So maybe clear skin, they look Muslim. Clear skin, they practice the religion. And I don't mean to be stereotypical when I say looks Muslim, but I just mean the olive complexion mixed with the mocha is very specific to a demographic that practices that religion. So please excuse me for being stereotypical. Thin lips. But this person, even though they're chocolate, yeah, even the confirmation, even though they may look like they're Muslim, they're African American. I name them chocolate. I name us chocolate because I'm chocolate also. And I have a whole philosophy on why I go with chocolate and everything. So if you ever want to know that, just let me know energetically, and maybe one day I'll designate a reading for this. Okay, so there's a door here, but it's not open. It's unlocked, but it's not open. That's what I'm getting from this card. Right. It's right, but it seems left. Amazing vocals, great talent. Is someone telling me I have great vocals? Oh, well, thank you. Whoever is saying that, I appreciate the compliment. Wow. Someone to the right of me? No, someone. Oh, to my right. Okay, because I was saying to the right of me, but looking left to the cards. So, like, no, but actually my right. Someone behind me? Oh, because my window's open, even though I thought it was closed. Oh, no, I know my window's open. It's for the incense to clear any negative energies. And also to... Ooh! Okay. Someone with facial hair, mixed race, a gun owner and gun enthusiast. They're not sure whether or not I'm practicing Christianity, but that's a faith that they're familiar with. Intellectual, alchemist, bubble blower. So they're definitely going to share this information with someone else. Okay, well, TAKful Creator is my handle. Oh, atheist, round nose, skillful mastery, alien, extraterrestrial, long hair. Wow. Okay. Face tattoos. This is very interesting, this read here. I think I'm getting more insight about wet kisses, color contacts, body hair, straight hair. Confirmation. What? Okay, so these cards are meant to drop. Okay. Are these cards directed toward me specifically? No, but it's about somewhat the energy that's tethered to this reading. Okay. And that energy has something to do with who's in the card around me. Okay. And so that's why I'm tapping into the energy. Okay, so just for confirmation, everyone, there's an energy that's closely, I believe this is the card around me, but that's closely linked to this reading, and I'm tapping into that energy, and that energy is also very similar to the energy that is connected to you all. Okay, so let's figure out why this person's energy is invading the reading. Confirmation, invading the reading. Okay, so let's get a storyline here. Gun owner, face tattoos, selective, seductive, facial hair, right to the left. Leave gun owner out, I'm being told, but drop it on the table. Okay. Baldy, shortcut, descriptive. Okay. Okay, so there is an energetic attachment that is heavily placing a burden on a lot of people, right? Because there's a spiritual war that's happening. A few of my readings talk about it. I can attach it to the end of this video, but yeah, there's a spiritual war happening, and I think there's a high level demonic energy, we'll say. That's just a super low level energy that is gaining its power from siphoning energy from the collective through people the collective are nearby. Okay, so for example, if you have any like really close friends that may be down in the dumps, they're going through a depression, they're trying to find the light, or they're looking for some kind of spiritual guidance, they are in a transitional period where either light or dark energies can attach themselves to them, either feed them with energy or be fed energy by them. So, or through them by who they interact with. Okay, so by you being a constant support to someone who's not showing any change, you are offering energy, and that person is mediating that energy, being a messenger to that attachment that is fueling itself to then wreak havoc and chaos and make this spiritual war kind of everlasting, in a sense, where it should kind of fizzle out, but it's not, because they're gaining too much energy. They're siphoning. They figured out a way to siphon positive energy. So let's see. This energy manifests around or with people with body tats or face tattoos. It's because they've energetically accepted a level of pain physically with their body, their temple, and that has symbolically registered to the energetic realm as being a vessel that can withstand pain. However, if their mental doesn't align with their physical, then that means that they can be in a mental entrapment. They're easily susceptible to demonic energy attachments, or just confirmation or shadow attachments. And I say shadow attachments because there's good energies, there's bad energies, and then there's all those gray area energies that can be good, can be bad, but they're without rule. So if you are confirmation, if you are vibing at a certain level, you kind of are in that super meta echelon, and the trickster energies can't really toy with you unless you lower your vibration. Okay, so this person's vibration, you know, this general energy that we're seeing, it's just a lower vibration. Negative and trickster energies can attach themselves. Confirmation can attach themselves to them. Light energy it's a little bit too low for light energy to be there consistently. Yes, it can shine a light, but again, like the sun, we can see it. It's just not within our reach. We can feel its presence. We can absorb its nutrients, but we can't touch it. I don't know how else to express that. Okay. So this dropped in reverse. Okay, so this is the type of person that they attack. Okay, so it's not Muslims, but it's confirmation. It's principled. A person that's principled, someone that engages in structured practices like meditation, self-care on a ritualistic basis. Because all of that is tethered to spirituality. That is you practicing your personal religion. But the energy that is siphoned, right? So, you know, let's do sides. So we have one side, right? We'll say this side is how the demonic energy attachment manifests, right? It manifests by looking like this. And then we have, or I'm going to put it like this because that's kind of how it was in the beginning. Then we have on this side, it's a principled person. Usually principled people have clear skin because pimples are I'm being told to definitely do a reading on their daily functions, their livelihood. They tend to have clear skin, okay, because they receive that message. So we'll put that over here. We have meal prep dinner, and that was over here. Okay, so I already stated meal prep dinner is the vamping life, you siphoning energy from a higher vibe person because there's another attachment that you have that needs the nourishment, in a sense. And because you are so drained by feeding this attachment, you need additional nourishment. So there's a part of you that is truly in line with needing to engage in these positive and pleasing acts, even though they're lackluster. They're missing the authenticity and the genuinity, in a sense. So the next we have haircut fade. I think that is linking the two, okay? That's what this is, linking the two. Because we also have in here straight hair. I'm not sure if you all remember, but their straight hair had fallen in the deck. But you know what? It's going to turn back up. That's what it's going to do. Okay, but it said on this side has straight hair. I've noticed that your hair can tell a lot about your psyche, your emotional state. So if your hair is straighter, it's symbolic to structure, systematic, alignment, parallelism, And then usually when it's in this state, it takes some kind of integration. It takes some kind of heat or manipulation in order for it to happen. So you can say conditioning. It took conditioning, confirmation to conditioning for hair to be straight. Okay, so what is that conditioning? It could be training. They were taught this. It could be the principles and practices that they've learned from their personal spirituality or personal religion, depending on how much they share, or just overall religion, because they offer resources that are fundamental. Case in point, the Bible, the Quran, and so on. Okay, so then we have body hair. So is body hair with the clear skin? Yeah, okay, so we're getting natural. So these energies are looking for structured people who live a holistic lifestyle, that are more naturally based. And I would say the principles, they're not only moral, ethical when it comes to spirituality or religion. I think it's also tethered to like acts of kindness, maybe, you know, given to the homeless, or cleaning up trash on the side of the street, just being a good Samaritan, right? And these, okay, so confirmation there. Awesome. We have color contacts, wet kisses. This is in, oh, here you go, the long hair. Boom. So we have the Baldy Shiner shortcut over here, and that is on this card the fade, which I was talking about. And then we have the straight hair, right? On this side, the long hair, long straight hair. But as you can see, I just dropped the cards. We have fade and straight. So where we have the structure and everything on this side, the complete contrast to that would be like a faded structure where there's no consistency. There, it's a gradation. So you can see the shift and change from point A to point B. Right? If that's just, if we're talking about something physical, if we're talking about it in a symbolic sense, it's like being hot and cold with someone. You initially are warm and bubbly, and then as time progresses, you become more cold and distant, or vice versa. Like, you know, you're mean mugging when, you know, when you initially see someone, and then after moments of sitting in their energy, you open up and you're more bubbly and happy and more social. Confirmation, right? So that's what I'm getting from like the fade. Now with these individuals, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you can tell there has been some kind of experience that has caused them to protect themselves in this way, to not feel safe enough to be one way throughout, or that maybe they have additional disorders. And a disorder is just a certain state of mind that hasn't been properly healed, and so it has manifested physically to where you can't do other things because you need to focus on solving, you know, this trial, this divine test. But a lot of people live with that divine test until their passing days, because they're not seeing that this, whatever mental entrapment they're in, is a part of their ascension process. They see it as something to delay them, something to take away from them, pushing them closer to death. And in actuality, it is a death, but it's a spiritual death. It's a death and rebirth. But, you know, socially we're taught that after you know, you live your days here on earth, there's nothing left. That's where religion comes into play, and it's optional and all this other stuff. No. They teach you lies. It's all social programming. But I'm veering. Let's get back to the reading. Okay, so let's see where this color contacts, wet kisses, alien, extraterrestrial, green hazel eyes. So when I saw the color contacts, I immediately thought green hazel eyes. Okay, so faux, okay. And this is with the balder. Oh, okay. So what I'm seeing from this now is that they're putting on a facade. So just like the fade, they're putting on a facade. It is not their authentic self. It is a guise. What they see in other people that they want to emulate, but they don't feel like the skill sets that they were born with are good enough, so they attach themselves to a different look, a different, I don't know, idea, personality, and then they metamorph into that by getting color contacts and all this other stuff, getting maybe a haircut or fade, looking like a certain person that received attention or validation that they want. So this is just screaming healing process that used to happen, but we already stated that. Okay, so maybe that's the reason why we have the healing hurts on. We have the blue light here, because this is about healing. Personal healing is what's going to give you the tools to fight off the energy attachment, so that you are not a beacon for them, you are not a source of nourishment for them, and then also you can transmute that energy so they're not strong enough to continue their acts with other people, if that makes sense. Because like the energy attachment can release you but attach to someone else. You don't want that energy to be strong enough to attach to something else. So you have to transmute that energy, and that happens with personal healing. Okay, so next we have alien extraterrestrial. So I'm thinking that's also what this energy is about. Like, it's not just demonic energy. It could just be a trickster energy. People believe in aliens, but aliens could be walking around us right now. We can't see them because we're not a vibrational match to see them. It's all about your vibration, right? Okay, so are there any extraterrestrial life here? Yes. Extraterrestrial life could also mean archangels. So it depends. There's good and bad on every echelon, but it really depends on your mastery, your skill level. Okay, it's credit worthy. Wonderful. I'm gonna put that over here. Okay, so then we have round nose. What I'm getting here, round nose, brown nose, because I see brown. Like, I have a brown noser card, like, but I don't think this person is being a brown noser, but they may have a round nose. They may, okay, a cute button nose, a cute button round nose. So maybe they're, I don't know, what does this mean? A cute button round nose. Oh, okay, so not like a brown noser, but someone who is interested in the information, interested in the knowledge, but don't necessarily want to engage fully in like discourse. Okay. So like a brown noser, but they're not using the information in a negative way. It's just like food for thought. Maybe this is something that they should look into. It's kind of like planting a seed, a good seed, right? One that would manifest greatly. That's the energy I'm getting from this. Okay, so cute button nose. We're gonna put that with skillful over here, right? Because I think that ties into this body here, this natural-esque person over here, but there's a hierarchy to them, right? And I think we're gonna get into that hierarchy later on. Confirmation. Okay, so let's see, east. Physically east? No, we're talking about east. Easter, religion, Christianity. East as in warm, positive, glowing, engaging, welcoming. East as in welcoming. Thin lips, obese. Thin lips and obese go together? Yes, but they're not with the east. Okay. So east, that's on the side over here with this, I'm gonna say this chosen one. So this energy, they're trying to attach themselves to chosen people to feed whatever attachment they have, right? Okay. Okay, slim. Sex god. That is okay. Atheist. Yeah, my thing was like, I was gonna put atheist with next to the sex god, but they were like, you better not. And I was like, it was supposed to be like a joke, but they were, they were just like, no, just be serious with the reading. And you're right, there's a time to joke and there's a time to be serious. So this is the time to be serious, right? Confirmation? Yes. Okay. So this person is chocolate American. I'm gonna put that over here, right? Because the philosophy that I have with being chocolate versus being African American is, when you're chocolate, although you don't know where your full ancestry is from, you are connected to Gaia. You are connected to Earth. You see and understand that you are from land. Whereas being African American, you're technically, Africa is a country. You're not from a specific, when you are from Africa, right? You are from a specific area in Africa. Okay, so you don't, if you're really from there, you don't be like, I'm from Africa. You'll say you're from Nigeria or Uganda or whatever the case is. So when you say African, you already saying that you don't know where you're from. You can't attach yourself to a land. And then being American on American soil, this is the melting pot. So outside of the natives here, this is not our land. You can't attach to the land. Well, there's parts of it that is our land, and that would be a different reading. But because the information is not readily available, it's difficult for you to attach to the land that is genetically, moving through you. So there are African Americans who are okay with not being attached to anything, maybe being attached to a color, being called black or brown. That's okay with them, because they're okay with not having that connection without having that knowledge. They feel like they can still thrive without that connection, and that's totally okay, because that is where they are in their level of ascension. That is their personal journey. However, there are other people that are more rooted. They want to know where their ancestry is from, so they energetically seek it. They'll go to certain lands and they'll see what calls out to them. They'll confirmation. They'll become well versed culturally. So just to see, like, because it's a melting pot, what parts of them maybe aren't attached to Africa, right? What parts could be attached to another continent. And so their experience here is truly getting to know themselves, which is what spirituality is all about. It's symbolic. So they're doing it physically, and then it's transferring into the spiritual realm as them finding their roots. And so that's why there's so many chocolate people who are spiritually inclined, because at this stage in their journey, they've ascended. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there, right? Because I'm going to say there's going to be a reading specifically on that. Amazing vocals. I said I was going to take this as a compliment, so I'm going to just put this back over here. Thank you. Okay, so I already know this atheist energy that doesn't attach themselves to a god, probably attach themselves to no god, seeing that it's easier to have the control when no one controls them. Nothing controls them. So they move through life as if what they see, everything that's in the 3D, the material life, is all that is. There's nothing more to that. That is the atheist lifestyle. Okay? And that is a religion. That is a religion. Because they'll talk about blessings, they'll talk about miracles, and they'll say that it's luck. They'll just change the wording so that it accommodates their lifestyle. But that's what a lot of religions do. Another story, but they're gaming, right? They like to play games. They like to beg, pretty please, especially when they're caught in the act. Like, that's usually like their energy. Okay, so you can see this energy from a mile away. It's lack of accountability. When I drop the cards over here, obese, it may not even be physically obese. It's gluttony. Okay, they are they have a lot of addictions. It could be food, it can be engaging in people, with people, it could be watching television, it could be exercising. It's just a lot of addictions, right? They are weighing their spirit down with unnecessary burnout, right? Unnecessary overload. There you go. Unnecessary overload. That's what, because burnout comes from overload. Unnecessary overload. All right. Confirmation. So then we have thin lips. Thin lips comes from being like snarky, being catty, snippy. That's where the thin lips, that's what I'm gauging here. But also thin lips could be a lack of activated throat chakra. So their throat chakra they're vocal, okay? But what I mean by activated, I mean like they speak in a way that brings life, that gives, that shares, that offers positivity. That is when your throat chakra is activated. When your throat chakra isn't activated, you can be spewing a lot of words, but it's venom. You get what I'm saying? You're saying a lot of things that are against people. It's hateful. It takes away from the credibility of people, or it's like word witchery, and you are sending negativity to disrupt someone's day or something like that. That's what thin lips symbolizes here, okay? If you engage with any of these people, there's a space cleanse that needs to happen. So either you clap your hands, clap it all about, dance, music, use high vibe music, sage, incense, or just pray. And when I mean by pray, I don't mean in the traditional sense. I really mean sit and vocalize your intentions, what you want for your space, what you want cleared out, what you want brought in. Just vocalize it as if you are speaking to another person that's in the room. Not really like crossing your hands, closing your eyes, speaking, like not that structured traditional sense, but like full vulnerability. Just speak it out, right? That's what I mean by space cleanse, okay? And you need to do this every single time to maintain your high vibration, because what this energy can do is still siphon from you after that person has left, okay? So even if you have to engage with these people and you have to offer your light, have a cutoff. Cut yourself off once that interaction has finished, okay? You are divinely collaborating with the angelic realm, okay? You are being guided along your path because you are here to transmute this energy. All you have to do is maintain your high vibe. Give when you're told to give, because that is your divine test. But then cut it off, because that's also a divine test, okay? This energy attachment could also manifest as a molester, a pedophile, or rapist. I'm getting all three vibes here. Bigots and racists, a lot of that could just be toxicity. Like this person, a person could be a bigot or racist, and that's just the level of ascension they are at. It's very low level. They need to work past that energy. But it's not this attachment. That's just their life's test. Okay? But this energy attachment is specifically molesters, confirmation, pedophiles, and rapists. So if you know anyone that even thinks about this kind of engagement, know that there's an energy attachment there, and I don't even know if you want to transmute that. There's others that are thin-lipped and all this, gluttonous and all this other stuff, but not this. It's two different levels, okay? And that comes from what a person is willing to do, how much they can feed, how much that energy attachment can get nourishment from, okay? So then it's a celebration. That's what I'm getting here. What? Dun, 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 dun. I was listening to that like a couple days ago. Yeah. Celebration. So celebration on the divine collaboration. I'm appreciative of you acknowledging my worth. It shows the vibration that you're on, and just know God sees you. Okay? Drink water, purify. Yes. That is Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful. I am so appreciative of your hydration. I'm so appreciative of your health-giving nature. I'm so appreciative of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm not trying to be a conspiracist here, but with all the purification that happens with water, bottled water, with all the contaminants in tap water, and just, you never know what you're being sold, right? You can't truly trust that the level of purity that they're marketing for water is the level of purity your body is getting, right? There's a lot of water that has salt in it, and some companies, they put salt in it to force you to drink more water because it doesn't hydrate you. You then crave more water, right? And then there's other companies that understand in order for your body to metabolize the water, there's a certain level of magnesium that can be found in, I believe, iodized salt or sea salt. You can Google to verify. You should always verify and validate any information that you receive. So go and validate and let me know. But 1:44 on the clock, love it. But yeah, so a way for me to kind of get around the denseness in water, because your body, the denser the water, the harder it is. Okay, the denser or hardness of the water is linked to how well your body can metabolize the water too. Okay, so harsh water, dense water, it's harder for your body to break it down and use it for its intended purposes. So it'll just use it for flushing instead of using it for hydration, which is what your body needs also. A way to energetically bypass, getting infused water and getting the bubbly water and getting soft water and making sure that it's room temperature and that it's okay. And we're back. So camera malfunction, but all right. So I was talking about the purifying water. Yeah, just to bypass all of that, I definitely just infuse it with positive affirmations. I set intentions for it, and by me infusing it and myself by raising its vibration, drinking it, it raises my vibration. It offers all of the health-giving benefits that I named during my intention, right? And I've seen it work. I've tested the entire philosophy, okay? So by all means, try it out for yourself and let me know. So I'm gonna leave that over here. Okay, so there's someone's spineless, right? So I think this is this energy over here, confirmation, because the horn just honked. What are you doing? What are you doing? You want me to offer more love to this? Yes. Yes. Even to this energy. And I think that's what it's saying for us as the collective, as the chosen. We are responsible for transmuting this energy in ways that aid the collective. Okay, so you can transmute it by casting it away and banishing it and doing all of that, like physical labor. But like, you can also do it in love, right? You can offer the light when you are in the company of this individual or individuals. You can offer the light in such a loving way that it transmutes them. When you leave their company, that energy stays with them until it's transmuted from them, or that the energy is completely abolished to where it can't source another. Okay, so just know that you are divinely protected, okay, while you're coming against this energy, especially in the spiritual realm. If you're on this side vibrating this high, please. What I'm also getting from long hair is that your hair is like your roots, right? They extend from you. That's also where a lot of knowledge and power and strength is stored. So having long hair, even if it's not natural for you to have long hair, it could be spiritual long hair, right? And that means that your hair has grown into the crystalline structure that is beneath your feet. So as you're walking and can be grounded with your feet. Your crown chakra is getting the same downloads and absorbing the same energy. It's kind of like a revolving cycle, right? That's like the highest vibration you can be, because you are transmuting as you are walking, as you are just existing. You are transmuting the energy of the space that you're around, of the crystalline structure and what it's connecting to beneath your feet. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It really is. Okay, so I'm veering again. Back to the reading. September. Something happened in September at a shopping store. Maybe going shopping for something in a family room, but things didn't go well, right? Someone had to take some kind of personal accountability at a celebration. A boy teen when it came time for someone's PMS. So a boy teen, I'm gonna say this boy teen had this energy attachment, right? And they were PO'd because they were engaging with someone who was on their monthly. They had their PMS. Is that this person over here? No, it's just another energy. Oh, okay. So there's two energies that both had the same attachment, and they were trying to feed off of each other because there weren't any high vibe and energies around them. And someone had to take personal accountability at a celebration where police were called. Something about a coffee or latte. Cafe. Oh, the police were called and they needed coffee or a latte because they may have been detained and they were up all night. Did they steal something from the store? No, they fought in the store. And did that fight get physical? Okay, the fight was kind of like pushing and shoving, but it wasn't like punching and like all of that. It was like pushing and shoving, roughing up. And no, that's not right, but it told me to give a clear distinction because they were let out. They were let out the next day. It wasn't like charges or anything should have been pressed. They both were at fault. This is something they do all the time. And although it's not right, they both had to take personal accountability. And if so, then that means that nobody is at fault more than the other. So it's either they both are doomed or they accept neither one of them being doomed. And I think they accepted neither one of them being doomed. Yeah. Do we need these cards? No. Okay, and I was just about to say it. I believe that's the end of this reading. Alright, is there anything more? No, that needs to be said. Okay, well, I thank you all for being here. I appreciate your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know that sounded like another one of my idols. I just feel like their energy is just protecting me and sheltering me during my readings, just because I'm just very new at sharing my gifts, and they've been sharing their gifts for such a long time. So I thank all of you guys for being my mentors in a sense. And I thank all of you guys for watching me, and all my new subscribers, thank you. Oh, I'm so grateful. That it's so exciting to see it. Like, it's just like, oh, you're watching my videos. Oh, my heart just warms. Just, oh my gosh, it was just okay. Yeah, okay, so until the next time.